Thank you, TDM, for the recognition. This is great because we can go back and celebrate it with a large group of team members who made this campaign successful. And if you loved what we did this year, wait until we show you what we have in store for 2025. Thank you.
We use the captivating content to launch our always-on annual thematic campaign across our vast region under the umbrella campaign for all the travelers in you, covering a comprehensive 360 campaign approach with digital media comprising of video, audio, and carousel banners. Out-of-home visibility in key strategic locations, print and digital screens in Singapore, Dubai, Jakarta, Osaka, Tokyo, Sydney, just to name a few across the life of the campaign. All our hotels and resorts across the region, regardless of brand, ranging from Raffles through to Ibis, had the hero campaign assets and digital screens on property, amplifying all the travelers in you. It's truly remarkable as our hearters all over the region are embracing this content that we created and enriching their property marketing appeal. Campaign metrics and measurements are well coordinated by our digital marketing performance team, and we measure a number of metrics to gauge the return on investment in the different usage of the content and campaign throughout our full funnel approach. By creating the various deliverables throughout our mega content creation project, we were really able to select the right channel communication we want to target and/or adapt as we need for the various brands, themes, countries, and/or commercial needs. Next steps for us is a more strategic approach to influencer content creation, which follows the Dusk Till Dawn theme.
Accor Hotels is a global hospitality company with 5,600 hotels around the world. We have 300,000 employees covering 300 job functions. We have a purpose statement, which is that we are pioneering the art of responsible hospitality and connecting cultures with heartfelt care. So you can see that we have to align our global workforce with the challenges of what is responsible hospitality today, and also to be able to give them the answers so they can act and align with us in terms of putting in place our strategy. To do that, we have two real objectives. The first was to launch a program we call the School of Change for Sustainable Education. This is a framework of which gives our artists an insight into what are the challenges for hospitality today in all areas of sustainability, but also gives them insight into the solutions that we need to put into place. We have in addition, we also have a framework of resources and tools and also partnerships to help them bring this alive. So we've got the challenge of eliminating single-use plastics throughout our hotels, optimizing room temperatures so we can reduce the amount of energy that we have. We have a strategy to reduce food waste globally by up to 30%. And of course, we have diversity and equality within the workplace. By doing all of this, by mobilizing our workforce, this will help us make a real difference, and especially in the areas of our food and beverage operations. It's very, very important for us to really pioneer responsible hospitality today and the growth in that. And we have an obligation as being a global leader, but also being a market leader here in the Middle East and Africa. So doing just enough is no longer good enough. What we have to do is to be able to say that we bring a future to hospitality as we grow that is both sustainable and also, as we would say, that we are going to give back to the communities where we're operating more than we take. Some examples of that, we operate here in the Middle East and Africa over 280 hotels. And we've deployed already, we've eliminated 90% of the single-use plastics. We've reimagined breakfast. So we're looking at reducing our breakfast food waste by 60%. And we've also adjusted our room temperatures to, again, lower our energy consumption. During COP28, because we already have these actions in place. During COP28, we actually took our actions one step further, and we used that as an opportunity for the hotels in the UAE to be a laboratory for sustainable initiatives. So we asked them to put their thinking hats on and say, what can be done? One great initiative was, working with our partner Clamato, was that we took two actions. One was that we wanted to have a carbon labeling for our dishes on our menu. So the guest had another opportunity to choose dishes that could have a better impact on the environment than others, than the normal choice. This gave us, we had over 60% of the feedback from the clients actually said this was a really positive initiative, and it helped them choose items that they wouldn't normally choose. We also now have 25% of our menu choice are vegetarian or plant-based dishes. The great thing about this was it was a laboratory for us to try this. It was a great success. That initiative has now gone global inside of Accor for all of our hotels.